Perth is an exciting place. It's one of the fastest growing cities in Australia. 1,000 people move here every week. Stimulating projects are well underway and many more are in the pipeline. But growth often comes at a price. Historically, Perth has enjoyed relatively low levels of congestion, but with its population predicted to increase by a further 1 million by 2030, and with some roads already at saturation, that situation is quickly changing, with estimates suggesting the cost of traffic congestion in Perth will rise to around $2.1 billion in just 7 years. Building our way out of the problem by constructing new roads and widening others isn't the answer. In most cases, it's physically impossible. These are short-term solutions and will only lead to more congestion in the future. We need to use our existing road network more efficiently, and we need to change our thinking, from finding ways to move more vehicles to finding ways to move more people. So how do we do it? A very practical option is to increase the priority our buses receive, which means introducing initiatives that will make bus transport a more attractive option than driving. Buses are the workhorses of the public transport fleet, already carrying more than half of all public transport users. And unlike other modes of public transport, they don't need expensive additional infrastructure. They can be introduced quickly and efficiently, and can run as frequently as necessary to meet demand. Bus priority allows buses to beat queues in known congestion spots and stops them getting stuck in traffic with all the other vehicles, creating faster, more reliable journey times for passengers. While it's a solution that will produce results, it's a solution that relies on all levels of government working together for it to be truly effective. But if we can make it happen, there'll be benefits for everyone. On average, every full bus means at least 65 less cars on the road. So if more people were using buses, there'd be less congestion, less need for drivers to create rat runs through quiet residential streets. Our environment would benefit, and local businesses would benefit, because bus passengers are also pedestrians. So what is bus priority? There are many different ways to give buses priority on our existing road networks. It can be as simple as creating queue jump lanes, like those at the Alexander Drive and Walcott Street intersection in Mount Lawley, or those being constructed along Great Eastern Highway. You can install B-lights like you'll find at the Causeway, or you can create peak-hour bus lanes like the ones on Beaufort Street in Inglewood. Before these bus priority lanes were introduced, Beaufort Street carried around 1,500 people every hour in cars and around 1,000 people every hour in buses. But by creating a peak-hour bus lane, Beaufort Street was able to move 3,500 people every hour. These priority bus lanes will soon extend from Inglewood all the way into the city. And when they do, Beaufort Street's capacity will increase to 5,000 people every hour, double what it was before the bus priority program was introduced. Moving people, not vehicles, that's the key. It's a simple solution that has already proved its worth internationally in cities like London, and locally in Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. Adopting a bus priority program is not something we can think about in 5 or 10 years' time. It needs to happen now, and there are many advantages if it does. We've identified the need for 300 kilometres worth of bus priority initiatives on our major arterial roads. So let's all get on board to make catching the bus a more attractive option than driving. Let's think about moving people, not vehicles, and together we can create a viable and efficient bus network now for the future.